And welcome back to Cooking with Sappy. Today we're not going to be cooking food, but we're going to be pickling. That's right, we're going to be pickling ginger today. And this pickled ginger you usually find on the side of your sushi. It's both a palate cleanser and it's good for you. And sometimes you might even find this pickled ginger. You can see it's pink in hue, and this goes really well with dishes like fried rice or even gyudon. You can check out my gyudon recipe down below. Both are very easy to make, so let's get started. This recipe is really easy. All we're going to need is all-purpose vinegar. We're going to have plum vinegar, and you can find this in the link below. And then you're going to need ginger. That's all for today. So first thing we're going to do is peel our ginger. And if you haven't peeled ginger before, you can use a potato peeler, but I prefer using a spoon. This makes it a lot easier, especially if you've ever worked with ginger or if you've seen ginger. You can see that there's little nubs on it. And with a spoon, you can really work around these nubs and you can keep as much ginger. You don't have to waste anything. And after we peel the ginger, it's going to look something like this. And here we are, both of our gingers. I'm just going to set that off to the side, and then we're just going to clean off our cutting board. Clean as you go. That'll make everything a lot easier in the end. So now that the cutting board's clean, let's cut up our ginger. So first we're going to have it like this. Put it down on its side so it doesn't slip around, and just slice it like this. We're going to julienne our ginger today, and it's going to look like this, kind of like matchsticks. Now the reason we're cutting it like this is because this is what you usually see when you eat dishes like fried rice or gyudon. But you can cut the ginger however you like. If you want it thinner or thicker, if you want to dice it up, that's totally fine. It's your preference. It doesn't take a long time to pickle these gingers, so whatever you want to do. Have fun with this. Try different sizes, different thicknesses. It's just pickling, so again, it's trial and error, and it's whatever you want to do. Now that we've cut it up though, what we have to do is boil the ginger. So I'm just going to take my pot over here. I'm going to move everything around so you can see it. And let's turn on this heat. Alright, we're going to take our ginger, all of it, and put it in the pot. Try not to waste anything. Get it all in the pot, doesn't matter how small or how big it is. See, don't waste anything. Let's just get rid of this cutting board and move this pot up here so you can see it a little bit better. And all we're going to do is boil for about 5 minutes. Now that it's done boiling, turn off the heat, and your ginger should be a lot softer, a little bit more transparent, and it should look like this. Let's just get this in focus. There we go. Nice, steamy, and yellow. What you want to do after that is just put it into a strainer and just let it dry off a little bit. And then after that, put it into any kind of container. I prefer glass, that way you're not going to get any off flavors from the vinegar, and you can see it. And that's pretty fun and cool, right? So put all of your ginger into the glass jars or whatever containers you have, just like so, and push it down as much as you can. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start with our umetsu, and ume is just plum, so this is a plum vinegar. So what we're going to do is just add the vinegar to our container, just like so. And make sure that you have enough vinegar that everything's covered, and as I said earlier, you want to make sure that the ginger is pushed down as much as possible. And next we're going to go into our all-purpose vinegar, and we're going to do the same thing. So just put the vinegar into the container and make sure you have enough that all of the ginger is covered. Now, for the final step of this, all we're going to do is just get some saran wrap, just tear it off, try and tear it off, and we're just going to push down the ginger as much as possible. Whenever you're fermenting or pickling, you want to make sure that there's no air bubbles in your jars or containers. And this is just going to make sure that no unwanted bacteria is going to enter the jar and mess up your food. So just like this, put the saran wrap on, put the cap on, and then put these two things in the refrigerator for 1 day, and you should be good. Alright, so this is what your ginger should look like after 1 or 2 days in the refrigerator. As you can see, the benishouga has this pink color because of the ume vinegar, and even the regular ginger has this yellow color from the yellow vinegar. Now, you can use these on your foods right away, but just like anything pickled, the longer you leave them in your refrigerator, the better they'll taste. But please keep trying and enjoy your new pickles. Goodbye. And thanks for watching. Remember to like, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, keep cooking.